You know, whether you say pumpkin or punkin, it really doesn't matter. It all eats the same.
That's right.
And the folks down at Stanley's Produce, they got you covered when it comes to pumpkins. Thank y'all for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Look, John's going to get started first of all. What are we making today, John?
We're making pumpkin bread.
All right.
And we actually can make pumpkin bread out of many squashes and many kinds of pumpkins. We just brought a display of everything that you can use for the best ones to use for pumpkin pie or banana or pumpkin bread or
we got some examples of what it's going to look like. But get us started on how we're going to get.
This is a butternut squash. It's a
Right.
cooknut, and when you cook one, you always want to cut it long ways or this way, and put it upside down on a tray to seal it while you cook. That way, it'll keep it moist.
I learned something today because I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then this right here, you'll cut
All
cut
the way
like
through.
that all the way through, and then you'll clean the
Look
inside
how beautiful
out.
that is on the inside. How orange it is.
You'll clean the seeds out, and you'll put it upside down on a tray and cook it.
And bake it.
Bake it for about 325 degrees, and maybe bring it back down to about 300 degrees to keep it soft from burning. You don't want it to burn, you just want it to get soft and cook.
Okay.
And then we're going to get started on the recipe.
So you got you got all the ingredients lined up here.
Yes.
And so what we got flour going there, and you're
Right.
starting with some eggs.
Yes.
The eggs will go in. You can put all this in at the same time.
And those are those good farm fresh
Yeah.
eggs that y'all have there at the
There
produce.
they are.
Yeah.
And then you'll use 1.5 cups of oil.
Okay.
And then the 2 cups of pumpkin.
Or squash.
And after you
Or
cook
squash.
your pumpkin or squash, you've got to put it in the mixer and blend it up real good.
Okay.
And then we'll put 1 cup of buttermilk.
That adds some flavor there.
2
Oh,
cups
yeah.
of whole milk, and the buttermilk will be whole too. Don't use the reduced.
Okay, don't you go. We're going full out on this.
That's right. And we'll use 5 cups of sugar.
Just 5 cups.
Just 5
Just
cups.
5 cups. Okay.
Now this will make quite a bit of bread.
All right. And while he's firing that up and getting that ready, let's talk about some of these different varieties of pumpkins and squashes that you have available there at Stanley's Produce.
All of these squash and pumpkins come from David Thompson Farms. They're
Okay.
on Chucky. He
Right.
grows all these. They're beautiful. He does a great
Locally
job.
grown.
Locally grown.
Right.
And they're all good for pies and soups. This is a porcelain doll,
Right here.
and this is the fairy tale, and both of those are great for pies, soups, breads. And then you've got the blue doll,
Which I think is gorgeous.
is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the peanut squash, I love that because it looks like it's peanuts.
It looks
on
like it's just
I
covered
love
with
that.
peanuts. Yeah.
And then you've got the Indian doll, of course the Kushaws.
Right.
Mama made some of the best Kushaw pies.
This is Kushaw right here.
Us growing up, and this is the old, it's a banana squash, but
Right.
it's also a candy roaster.
And we were talking about that earlier. When I grew up, we had candy roasters that were smaller. It kind of looked like
Right.
that. I guess it just depends on what you grew up.
That's right. That's
All
what
right.
I grew up with.
But candy
too.
roasters are excellent for doing this as well.
The very best, yes.
So he's got all those ingredients going over there, and you put some spices in there as well, didn't you?
Right. We put just the cinnamon, and the cinnamon is the only spice.
Okay.
And of course baking powder.
Did you put a little vanilla in it?
Right.
or-
A little bit of vanilla.
Okay.
You can use whatever you want. We use about a tablespoon.
This is, and the thing is too, y'all offer pumpkin butter down there as well.
Yes.
At the produce stand.
Yes.
Oh, so you got everything covered. Well, we're going to come back in a few minutes. We're going to put all this together, get it in the oven, and we're going to show you what this wonderful pumpkin bread looks like. And you do the iced version and the uniced version
Yes.
as well. You know which one I probably likes, that iced version. Hey, it's Stanley's Produce there on West Market Street, 3308 West Market Street. You get right there between Johnson City and Jonesboro. It's really handy. I love going down there. There's the phone number. Give them a call. Check them out today.